Hey everybody!
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome to...
Another episode, finally! Did you miss us?
I hope so. I was sorry about the wait on the episode. I was gone in North Dakota visiting my long distance boyfriend. I had a blast. Thanks for asking. It was great.
She actually was in the North Pole visiting Santa for Christmas.
Yeah, you guys.
So.
I told him what I wanted for Christmas.
What do you want for Christmas?
What do I want for Christmas? Money.
Money. And to move out.
Actually, you know what I do want? I told my mom. I want... There's like a race here. It's a half marathon. But it's $150 something. So I'm like...
What race?
It's called Rock and Roll.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I know. So I wanted that and I want a Garmin watch. And that's it.
A Garmin watch?
Garmin. It's like a...
Oh.
It's like a
sporty, like a nicer watch brand?
Yeah. And it's for like sports.
Like garment, like a bra.
Oh.
Like a garment?
No.
I was like, what is
Don't
that?
know.
Someone's gonna watch your bras? I literally thought that.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the
I
hell?
want a Garmin watch. My own Garmin watch.
That's weird.
But yeah. Anyways, what do you want for Christmas?
What do I want for Christmas? I want the world to be at peace. Actually, I really don't know.
It will be.
I don't really like need anything. It's more like I want to go on a trip, like a trip with each other.
Yeah. I love.
Or we should like
things like that.
instead of buying each other gifts, we should like come up with like a trip to go on or like a concert.
Something. I'm down, honestly.
Or I was gonna say the Morgan Wallen thing, but it's already sold out.
Oh, it is.
It's $2,000 for a hotel room around the area.
Oh.
Unless we stayed with our friend.
Oh my gosh.
But like,
damn, it's already sold out.
I'm sure. Maybe not the concert, but everything like around it.
Oh.
Didn't your mom tell us that?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe.
I thought she did. Anyways, guys.
Maybe. Anyways, we are in the gas station parking lot. We got
Diet
Dr.
Peppers
with a splash of vanilla.
Guys, do you hear that?
Now listen.
I moved my mic away. I hate
They
when
probably
people
all
gulp.
just cringed. Whatever, sorry.
Whatever. You're listening. So, anyways, welcome to our episode. Everyone knows the elephant in the room. The election just happened. Quite the time for sure.
Quite the time. I do want to say, I mean, maybe some of you weren't young enough to vote.
Old enough?
Did I say young?
Yeah, you said weren't
Old
young.
enough. Weren't old enough to vote. So maybe you honestly have no idea what's happening, because I know in high school I probably had no idea what went on, but if you're older, you definitely have some opinions on the topipic and have like your own point of view, and you know everything that's going on. So we're just gonna talk to those people. I mean, high schoolers, young people can listen to, but
it'll be directed towards everyone, but mostly this episode's gonna be on like the impact that it has on the election and how you might be feeling and how you might be feeling towards other people, and just how that can like we can hone it down a little bit.
Exactly.
You know? I definitely want to touch on the subject of voting. A lot of people I hear say, why do I need to vote? It's just one vote. It doesn't matter. Your one vote does matter.
It does.
Because if everyone said that, nobody would vote and we wouldn't have an election. So I encourage every single one of you, if you didn't vote this time, definitely vote next time, because your voice matters. No matter how big or small you do feel, it matters in one way or another, for sure.
And it's not even just voting for the president. It's like,
sorry, the air, like,
it gets humid.
I feel like Nissan air, when it's hot, smells musty.
I agree.
I hate it, sorry.
I
keep changing
but yeah,
air.
Oh gosh. What was my train of thought? What was I saying?
I was saying, like, your voice matters. No matter what, please vote.
Oh, yeah.
Next election. No matter, you're saying no matter something.
Dang it.
Freaky.
No matter... Whatever.
I was saying, like, no matter how big or small you may feel. Maybe that was going into something.
Crap, I don't know. Whatever.
That's fine.
Next topic. But yeah, no, what she said though, it is important, and just because here we go. Okay, so it's not just voting for the president, it's voting for like judges, a new sheriff, like certain laws or like
Governors,
measures,
all these
propositions, other things like that. It's not just a president.
Exactly.
And I heard my mom say something about, like, if you're not voting for, like, the judges, I know some people just leave some things blank.
Yeah.
But, like, if no one ever votes for the judges, soon we're gonna have no judges because people aren't voting for them. And that's, like, not good.
Yeah.
We need judges, you know?
Exactly.
So it's important. Maybe you don't know who to vote for. Maybe, I don't know, you don't have to vote just for the president. You vote for other things too. So
and
it's
there's
important.
also, like, it's not necessarily like a cheat sheet, but if you are a Republican Party or a Democratic Party, on the ballot sheet it'll say who's a Republican, who's a Democrat. So if you do tend to fall more on a Republican side or a Democratic side and you don't know who to put, you can just vote for your party. So at least you do have a say in what you may think is right. I do understand, like, there's so many things to vote for, so it can be difficult to really research and know everything. But I want everyone to please educate themselves when they're voting, especially because once the election happens, like it has, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
And I think this might be the worst I've seen it. I don't even think last election was this, like, vulgar towards people, because social media is so much bigger now. But I feel like it's getting a little bit out of hand.
Yeah.
In a way.
It's extremely important to educate yourself, because if you're not and you're just taking in the information that is maybe being thrown at you through the false misinformation, I'm not going to name anything, but, like, a certain news stream maybe, or, like, social media, like TikToks, Instagram, maybe, just all the things, you can't just take the one thing you saw and take it in and say that as your point of view. You have to do the research and, like, on, like, what's the name for it? I'm in school, I should know this. On peer-reviewed
days?
No. On, like, those certain websites. Not, like, .coms, but what is the name? For, like, those articles.
Something sources, not factual. What is it called?
We're in school and we don't even know.
I almost said biblical source.
Biblical sources?
And it's not, like, I almost also said anatomical source. That's crazy.
Whatever. You know what I mean? There's certain websites,
like, things that
you can
end
trust.
in, like, an edu or like .org.
Don't just be going and looking at all right, I'm done talking because I can't even think of any website.
I can't think of that word. It's actually irking me so bad. Like, so bad. If you guys know the word, when you're in school and you have to use a source that's not Wikipedia and not .com, it has to be an educational source, like a .org, .edu. Please comment what that is.
Because we can't think about it.
Oh, what is that
We can't
called?
think of
I feel like
it.
it starts with an H or something. Or like an F. Freak, dude.
I don't know. But anyways, besides the point, you need to educate yourself, and you cannot debate people unless you're educated, because you're just going to use false or misinformation, and that's not fair in a proper debate.
Exactly. And another thing, touching on that subject, is we feel that you shouldn't even be debating people on this, because you are entitled to your own opinion. If you believe in one side or the other, that's okay, because it's a democracy. That's what a Republican versus Democrat is. You can have your own views. It's pro-life versus pro-choice. Again, you can choose what you want to believe in, and you can take opinions from other people if you're having a civil conversation and you're having facts to back up what you're talking about. But one thing I've always said is, if I don't have the facts, I can't speak on it. If people ask me about politics, they're like, oh, what do you think on this? I say, I honestly don't know enough about that to speak on it, so I'm not going to. But can you educate me on it? Or let me go educate myself, and maybe we can have this conversation a different time.
Exactly.
But posting things on social media being like, F you for voting this person, I hope you do this and that for voting for this person. You guys, we are all human. We all have our beliefs. We're all entitled to our beliefs. Just like half of the world is all a different religion.
Yeah.
They believe different things. Like, it's okay to be different, you know?
It's okay to be different, like she said. But it's just, if you're gonna have your own opinion, you can talk to people, and if you get into a debate, you need to be open-minded. You can't be closed-minded and straight up rude. You can't be calling people names like disgusting or like
embarrassing,
all these things just because of their opinion. Like, how is that fair? How is that fair?
Exactly.
That's just rude. And how, I mean, some of those people may not be religious, but do you think God will want you to be talking to his people like that? No.
Exactly. Because
It's
he
just
wouldn't
rude.
talk to you that way.
Yeah.
And again, like, everything happens for a reason. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but if you don't want to put your faith in this election, that's okay. But put your faith in God to know that he is doing the right thing for the right people. And no matter what the outcome is, no matter who gets voted, no matter what judge you get in court, no matter what police officer pulls you over, God loves them.
Yeah.
And God put them in that position for a reason. And we're not, like, getting too political here, but I just want to say, like, please, please, please be kind to others, because you also don't know what people are going through. And that could be something that pushes them over the edge just because how stressful this time is.
Yeah. Just be respectful of other people's feelings. And just because they believe in something doesn't mean you need to be unfriending them and blocking them and talking all this crap about them because of their opinion.
Exactly.
You don't see us doing that. You don't see, well, maybe you do see other people around you doing that, but that doesn't mean you need to be doing that.
Exactly. And I feel like in that circumstance, if you are unfollowing someone, please, like, have a reason to, not just because they supported something, because they're okay. Like, you're not going to block your whole family for being different from you, or you're not going to block your, like, best friend's family, I don't know. But, like, if they give you a reason to, if they're shaming you and bashing you, one, it's okay to stand up for yourself and be like, I'm sorry you feel that way towards me because I voted for this person, but respectfully, I'm not going to stoop to your level and be mean too. That's just not how it works. You shouldn't, like, fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
Be the water that be the holy water that washes it out.
Exactly.
But you know what I mean? Like, if they're giving you a reason to not necessarily want to be friends with them anymore, you can be an acquaintance.
Yeah.
Or you can just you can view them from afar. But if they're not giving you any reason to, like, hate them, then just post in their beliefs. Like, you don't need to block them and never speak to them again. Like,
Exactly.
the world still goes round.
Like, for example, if someone's bashing and using certain curse words or, like, calling certain supporters disgusting, that's a good reason to block somebody. But if they're just posting, like yay, like, celebrating, or maybe they're saying, oh, like, this kind of makes me sad, there's no reason to block them just because they posted their opinion.
And if you genuinely have that strong opinion that you do not want to, like, surround yourself with any type of that information, that's okay. But bashing them and going and talking crap about it online and to other people, like, I don't see what those people are getting out of it. What are you getting out of being like, oh, you suck? Like, if you want to say that on your own time, go ahead.
Yeah.
By all means, you're in your private time, that's okay. But when you're, like, out publicly bashing people,
Posting online,
that is a digital footprint. That is out there forever. Those people will remember that forever. People don't necessarily remember the words you say to them, but they remember how you made them feel. And they associate that with you. So the more you do it, the more they're not going to really like you because of how you made them feel. Because we're all human.
Yeah. And you can't control the outcome of the election, and you can't control maybe the things that happen, but you certainly can control how you react and how you treat other people. And that's how you react is gonna kind of show other people who have opposing views, show what your views kind of are like, and they're gonna create this stigma because you acted a certain way. And it's like, oh, these people are gonna act like this.
These people are going to act like that.
Yeah, exactly. So control your own behaviors. You can't control what happened, but you can control how you react. And that's basically where you get the most power.
Exactly. And not even that, like, you can't control the election, like Caitlin said.
Yeah.
But you can control what you have control over, which is yourself. And the more belief you put into being the better person, the bigger person, no matter the outcome, the more, like, you will be okay. God will make sure, like, everything goes to plan. But if you're not treating people how God would treat people, we're all human. If you love people as God would love them, then, like, the world will go round. You'll be okay. Yeah. But by stooping down to their level, there's no point. I really don't see the point.
There was this thing. I'm gonna bring God into this. So, everyone has their own beliefs, like we've kind of said, and, like, this is just an overall kind of thing that I believe. Actually, can I open it on your phone? I don't want this to end.
Here.
I posted it on my story. It was just, like, 4 things that Christians
saw
should
that.
be doing.
That was really good.
Yeah, and it really, like, just put to perspective, like...
Oh, wait. It's not on there anymore.
How... Oh, it's not?
No, but... Did you save it? Oh, it wouldn't be that far back.
No, I didn't save it yet. But it was saying how...
I can try to look it up.
Yeah, I forget the account that it had. But I'm going to just say... God is the only person who can control what's going on. Like, yeah, we have a say. Yeah, we have a vote. But God is the only thing that kind of is like the ending factor.
Mm-hmm.
And what this thing says, the 4 things that Christians should be doing after the election is, first of all, give thanks. Like, just give thanks to God and, like, everything he's been doing. And, like, he did it for a reason. He's trying to help us.
Exactly.
He has a plan.
And
you just
give
need
grace
to,
to
him.
people. Like, give them grace
Yeah.
for... Maybe people did go to these, like, elections blindly.
Yeah.
Like, they really don't know, but they knew, like, I have a voice, I should vote. And maybe because they felt like they needed to vote, they voted for whatever or whoever, and they weren't educated. So give them grace if they were to come out and be like, oh, I believe this, and then they are like, wait, actually, let's have a conversation about, like, just be kind to people.
Yeah. And then that kind of leads into being the adult in the room. That's number 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it just says, like, it says, I'll state it exactly. It says, Politicians last 4 years. I had to burp. Sorry.
You're good.
Okay. Friends and family last lifetimes. Do not lose a lifelong friendship or relationship over a short-term leader. Like,
100%.
100%. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, being so mean to these people.
Exactly.
You're gonna lose... If you're unfollowing people that you've known for years, that's crazy to me.
Exactly. Over the
person,
election?
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
you know what's crazy to me,
I hate
actually?
that. Yeah. What?
You've, like, not you, but, like, people.
Yeah.
People have known these people for years. The beliefs have
Yeah.
not changed.
No.
I've always believed the same thing, for the most part. Like, I've grown in my beliefs,
Mhm.
and I've come to a better understanding of them. But
Yeah.
I've always, like, had this underlying foundation of what I believe in. And these people have known me and loved me for it. And it's not... I feel like politics shouldn't even be conversation
They shouldn't.
until, obviously, the election comes around, because it's a little bit harder to hide it. Like,
I
you
agree.
get text messages, emails. It's on
Oh my
every
gosh,
ad.
those texts.
Every freaking park bench you see has a politician on it. Like,
Mhm.
it's hard to kind of get away from it. But when you do have these conversations and they come up, like... what's the word? Civilly.
Oh, yeah.
Like, when they're like, it's a civil conversation, that's okay, but how do you go from, like, being friends with someone for, like, say, I don't know, it's like 10 years, and then, oh, they post one story that they're excited, or one story that they're sad, and you don't want to be friends with them
and
anymore?
then you block them? That's
Like,
crazy
what?
to me.
That doesn't even make sense.
Everyone, like, this says be a unifier and a peacemaker, because you should be the one, be the bigger person, to just, like,
Honestly,
it's
at the
so-
end of the day, with this whole election, just pray. Pray to
Yes.
God for clarity on if you are happy, sad. Pray to God for peaceness and calm in your life, others' lives, in the world, because honestly, this is, like, crazy. This
Yeah.
is, like, the craziest thing. We're, like, living through history.
living in history.
Like, oh, that's
It's
crazy.
crazy. She just, so yeah, that was number 3 is pray. And just, like she said, just praying for everyone, praying for the people that maybe didn't get what they wanted, praying
Mhm.
for them to find happiness and find the good in it, and not sulking and being miserable, because that they don't deserve that.
Yeah.
Like, they have a different view, but they don't
Yeah.
deserve the hate maybe that they have been getting, but we also don't. Like, or like the people that maybe got what they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It's just, there's no reason to hate people. And when people are maybe bashing you or calling you negative things, just pray for them.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I know it's so hard to see a silver lining if it's not something
Yeah.
you wanted, or vice versa, if you're super happy and you can't see, like, the other side, but, like, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
You may not see it now, but regardless, what's happened has happened, and it'll be that way for the next 4 years, and maybe last election, because this is a different party now that has won, maybe last election these people were unhappy, but they still lived through the 4 years, and we're still here,
Exactly.
like, fighting for what we want and all these things, and it's not like we were upset and all these things, but I don't know, I feel like it's just something you have to learn and grow through.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to explain it, really.
And really educating yourself and just being open-minded to the other view so that you
Yeah.
can understand where they're coming from, but you're still allowed to have your own view.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 4 is hurl yourself into the purposes of God in our generation. I've noticed, especially like in our generation, there's not as many Christ believers because a lot of people are turning into I don't want to say that it's meanly,
I know what you're trying to say,
but like
before you say it.
Antichrist. I'll just say Antichrist. A lot of people are just falling into the ways of the world instead of the ways of Jesus, and it's just pulling our like country apart. Like it's putting this divide because people are not finding Jesus, and just resemble your body, resemble yourself as a Christ follower, because you have an impact on everyone around you. You have an impact to change someone's day, maybe change someone's opinion, just by letting God shine through you.
Exactly. You also have an impact on yourself.
Yeah.
You may not realize it, but you can literally rewire your brain to be who you want to be.
Exactly.
And like Ashley's saying, like people who are anti-Christ or just don't want to necessarily be in a religion because they feel as though it's like a cult or it's a clique or they're just following a trend. I promise you, if you are anti-Christ, if you find a being or a God that you do believe in that is a higher power than you, like you will see the shift in your mindset and what you believe in, because it might open you up to new ideas of all these things. But truly following God and putting your trust in Him, not in yourself, will make the biggest difference in your life.
Yeah, like she said, just having that faith for something else that is in control. Maybe you believe in like the universe or some other God. Having faith towards that thing that you believe in can change your life.
Yeah.
It relieves so much stress, so many worries. It just lets you know that someone else has a plan for you, and whatever happens is in their control, not your control. It's going to relieve so much stress. It's going to put a pressure off your shoulders.
Yeah.
And make you a happier, healthier, better, positive person.
Let's go.
Mic drop.
Boom. Also, as she's saying, a lot of people may feel that it's a sense of weakness to put your worries and your struggles onto something or some being or someone else, such as God.
Yeah.
But if anything, that makes you a stronger person, showing that you are able to give up those worries and really trust in something to be able to help heal you. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like, I could talk about this forever, but also I like don't have the words to specifically say. But truly, if you open up your mind in this sense, in politics, if you're open-minded in that, why not be open-minded in religion? If you're open-minded in religion, why not be open-minded in politics? If you're open-minded within friendships, why not be open-minded within like the academic system? Like, I don't see why there's this divide between all these people. If you can believe in something and you don't believe in the other, at least be open-minded, but you don't have to believe in it. It's okay to say no, but it's not okay to bash them and be like, you suck for believing that. F you, F this. Like, that's not okay.
No.
Like, whatsoever.
I think, so, a good way to put it, like my brain just thought of this, but like a good way to put it is,
you're funny.
To be a powerful person that people look up to, you should be open-minded, educated, respectful, and still standing strong on your views.
100%.
Because if you're an easy person to be like, oh yeah, maybe that is right, that kind of just shows that you might just be weak or just be a follower. But if you stand strong on your views while staying respectful and open-minded towards the other person's views, you will be seen as such a powerful, respected person.
Exactly. And if you're closed-minded, I guarantee you somebody can freaking sense that from a mile away.
Oh yeah.
If you're closed-minded and you want other people to be open-minded to you, make that make sense. That doesn't make sense at all. If you're being closed off and you're like, you know what, I don't want to hear it, but let me tell you, no, I don't want to hear it either then. At that point, and it's not even to be like stuck up or snotty or whatever you think, but what did you just say about power? You're saying like if you're open-minded and do this and that, like it shows other people that you have, like they look up to you.
Oh, they look up to you and that you're just like a well-rounded, structured person.
Exactly. I think that's like a better way to put it, instead of being not necessarily powerful in the sense of greed, but powerful in the sense of knowledge and like you as a person.
And you know what you're talking about, and you are strong in what you believe in, and you're educated, because being educated is hot.
Yeah. Damn right it is.
If you're
educated
uneducated and following the ways of the world instead of the ways of what you believe in, or the right ways, let you come up with your own thoughts.
Exactly.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Take it with a grain of salt, but also if the shoe fits, wear it. Anyways, that's kind of all we got for today. I kind of think we touched on everything we wanted to.
Yeah.
And again, this wasn't necessarily meant to be like a funny like episode. This is more to be like, this is serious, this is happening in the world, and your words matter, your voice matters, but if you're using it in the wrong sense, it doesn't want to be heard.
Exactly.
So,
and like the title of this episode, you can either take this or leave it. You don't have to listen to what we said. You don't have to agree with everything we said.
Exactly.
We can agree to disagree, but we do want you guys to educate yourselves and maybe just think a little more, a little more open-minded, and just like not so close-minded and like rude.
Stuck in your ways, kind of.
Yeah.
You know? And like she said, you can take it, you can leave it. But as we talked about in this entire episode, the main thing we want to get at here is be open-minded, listen to God, put your faith in something, being respectful. And again, take it or leave it, but keep an open mind in that and just do as you will. But we hope to see you guys next week for another episode. And we'll make that one a little bit more upbeat. We just wanted to touch on this because it's kind of a serious topic in the world.
Yeah.
And it's real life. I know our podcast is like just posted out on social media, but we are real people and this is the real world, and life's crazy. But thanks for joining us on our little ride.
Everything. We love you all so much, and we hope you all are doing okay with everything going on.
Yes.
Just pray and keep your head up and just be happy.
Yeah. And
That's
we
all
love
you.
And we'll see you next
and
week.
We'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
We love you.